Hello friends, I want to talk to you today. Anyhow, this is me in Haiti. I'm a little bit sick today and had a fever last night. We had yesterday we went to the village that I told you we were going to go to, and I have so much to write about, but I wanted to do a live video to tell you a little bit about it because in between my feverish night, I kept waking up stressing about what I had seen and stressing about the kids that I saw. And I apologize if I get a little teary and cry a little, but it's rough stuff. So anyway, I just want to tell you a little bit. So I've been waiting to have time to write about when I went to the slums in the city. And okay, I want to do this without crying, so I'm gonna try to toughen up here. So I went to the slums the other day, and it was really at first it was just really nice. It just looked like regular poverty, you know, because we were going up the stairs, and the homes by the stairs were you know, you could tell people are really poor, and there's no water, there's no running water and no electricity. But you know, I was thinking, okay, this is not so terrible. But then we got led over to the left of the hillside on these little scary trails that were on a steep hillside, and seriously, I thought I was gonna fall off and die. They were so hard. So we have these little kids who are naked and barefoot, and they're leading us along to find the pregnant women, to do prenatals on the pregnant women. And then we went ahead and you know, went into their homes, and their homes are one bedroom, about 10 by 10 feet with dirt floors. And I just remember one of the pregnant moms that we went into her home, they had one bed, and then pretty much all that fit in the home was the bed. And then you had about, oh, let's see, 3 feet, 3 feet between the wall and the bed that you could walk in. And so anyhow, I just asked her where her other two children sleep, if they sleep in bed with her and her husband. And she said no, she just pointed to the floor, that's where they sleep. And I just looked at the floor, and it was not even smooth dirt, you know, it's kind of like rocky, bumpy dirt. And anyhow, it's just hard to see, like little puppies on the ground, you know. And so anyhow, that was rough stuff. There was a door we knocked on where there was a pregnant mom in there, and we went in and asked the where the pregnant mom was, because I was looking around at all the adult women and there was nobody pregnant. And then I had missed the little child that was 12 years old and 7 months pregnant. And that was rough too. I'll tell you more about that in a story, because I have to write about that one, and that's been on my mind a lot. This beautiful 12-year-old girl who was very pregnant. Only 3 years older than my little girl. Anyhow, Arwen. But, okay, so about the village. I'll tell you more about the slums when I write about it. All right, about the village. So the village, we took a boat, and, well, we drove to where the boat takes off. That road used to take an hour and a half to get to Labadie, and it is paved. I couldn't even believe it. I was like, oh my gosh, they paved the road. It only took us a half hour to get to the boat. Then we were an hour on the boat, and then they had told us it was a 45-minute walk to the village. I don't think they realized how slow and fat we are. It was the hardest hike I've been on in my life. I hike. You guys know me. I hike. And this was not like a trail, you guys. This was scrambling up rocks and slipperiness and slick mud and really steep. Anyway, it took us an hour and a half or two. It was really hard to get there. My knees still hurt today. And I think it's part of the reason I got a fever last night. That and probably not getting enough sleep. But anyway, so we got up to the village, and we went just to do prenatals. But of course, pretty soon we had lined up not just prenatal mamas who were pregnant, but we had people with their babies. And those kids have been on my mind ever since, and I'm worried about them. Okay, so we did the first prenatal was this beautiful mama who's pregnant with her. She's had 10 pregnancies. I don't know how many of her children are alive, but she was like, looked like the mama hen, and she says her mother died in childbirth, like after the baby was born, died of hemorrhage up in the mountains. I can't imagine how they get anywhere to have a baby, but they do. They like do that whole entire walk, and I guess there's another walk on the where you don't take a boat, and it's a 2-hour walk. So they do that 2-hour walk. Anyhow, don't quote me on how long it takes because I haven't gone that way, but we're gonna try it. We're gonna try to go that way and see if it's better or worse. Anyhow, so that's how they come. They come by land when they come in to go to the hospital to have their babies. And I'm sure some of them don't make it. Okay, so we did prenatals. We gave prenatal vitamins. But what we need to do, and what really tore at my heartstrings, were all the children. They are so sick. They had, all of them were obviously had worms, like they all have parasites, malnutrition with the orange hair. And a lot of them were in a lot of pain. One little girl, she just kept crying and crying. I'll show you a picture of her later in one of my posts. I want to write the story about her. But she was 3 years old, and she just kept crying so much because her stomach hurts. And you could tell she has parasites. So we treated her for parasites. I keep hoping it'll work and that they'll go away and give her some relief. And then there was a little boy, so adorable, who I think what he has is scabies, but he was just covered in a rash and could not stop scratching at himself. And then there were kids who had staph infection and fungus all over their feet. Okay, I'm a bawling mess. Look at me. You know, often I come to Haiti and I'm here at our birth center, and our birth center is like this paradise haven. Like, you know, when you're here and you've been in the U.S., you're like, oh, you know, you notice all the things that are wrong with the birth center. But then when you go out to where there's so much poverty, then you're like, this place is actually pretty amazing. As soon as you walk in those gates, you know, there's running water and there's electric and there's floors that are not dirt and there's food, and anyhow, it's just so hard. Yes, Prophet, we went to Port Francais, and then we went to, I think it's called Cavalier, up on the hill. So the slums on the hill, I think, are called Cavalier, and then the little town that we went to that someone had told me there was a lot of need is called Port Francais. Okay, so here's our goals. Our goals are to do care at both of these places twice a month. So that would mean that we'd be going one Friday to the slums and another Friday to the village. This is like tough stuff. We're gonna need help. It's gonna cost money to take care of these people, and a lot of hard work from the midwives. Like, I can't even believe I was doing that hike and I thought there is no way we can give care to this village. It is way too far and way too hard. So I asked the midwives, you know, because they were also saying, this is hard. So when we were going back on the boat, and then later when Claudine picked us up and we were just so exhausted, I told Claudine to ask the midwives what they thought about that hike and how they felt. And Alud, one of our midwives, she said, I feel happy because those people really needed our help. We did worm treat all the kids, by the way, and that's about all we had. We need to go back with medicine for the scabies and medicine for the we're gonna talk to MFK tomorrow to get Plumpy Sup and start a nutrition program there in the village because they definitely need it. So anyhow, our goal is to kind of go give care, and we were just going to do prenatal care, but we can't just do prenatal care because there's so many kids who need help. So okay, I'm rambling. I thank you for watching, and if you are open to becoming a monthly donator with MamaBaby Haiti, we would so appreciate it. So you just go on to www.mamababyhaiti.org, donate, and sign up for anything monthly, $10, $25, $50. I know that's a lot of money every month, but we really need support so that we can keep doing this work. And anyhow, so that's it about the mobile clinics that we're working on to get started here at MamaBaby. We have 50 to 100 babies being born here every month. We have a midwifery school that we've started, and our first class graduates in June 2018. And we are now going to start the mobile clinics for the slum that's in the city on the hill, and then the village. So, Port Francais. Okay, good to talk to you all. Love you, and thanks for watching.